Hello people, today's topic of learning is strait and contiguous land masses and which water bodies or seas these straits are joining. So let's begin. Let's start with Hormuz Strait. So the contiguous land mass is Iran and UAE, United Arab Emirates, and the water bodies joined by this strait is Gulf of Oman and Persian Gulf. This is one of important strait of the world. Why is that? It's a very important oil passageway, forming a choke point between Arabian Gulf and Gulf of Oman. We can see in the map there are countries like Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Iran, Yemen, Oman, UAE. All these are oil, petroleum, and natural gas rich countries, and the Persian Gulf, Arabian Sea, we can see. So, this strait is really very important. Now, let's move on to the next strait, which is Bab-el Mandeb, Djibouti, Yemen, and Eritrea of Somali Peninsula. The water bodies are Gulf of Aden and the Red Sea. We can see in the map Bab-el Mandeb Strait. In the south of this strait, we can see Djibouti, and in the northeast side, Eritrea, whereas in the north, we can see Yemen. Let's move on to the next important strait, which is 10-degree channel. The contiguous landmass is Car Nicobar, Thailand, and Little Andaman. And the water bodies are the Andaman Sea and the Bay of Bengal. Let's see in the map. We can see 10-degree channel here, denoted by a straight line. And above that, we can see Andaman Island. And below that line, below that 10-degree channel, we have Nicobar Islands in the Bay of Bengal. Now let's move on to next strait, which is Sunda Strait. The Java Islands of Indonesia with its Sumatra Islands are the contiguous landmasses, whereas the connecting sea or water bodies are the Java Sea and the Indian Ocean. Let's see them on the map. We can see Sunda Strait in the southeastern side. We can see Java, and northeast we have Java Sea, whereas in the southwestern side we have Indian Ocean, whereas in the north we have Sumatra and different small islands. Next major strait is Florida Strait. The contiguous landmass is Cuba and USA, whereas the connecting water bodies are Gulf of Mexico and Atlantic Ocean. We can see in the map in the north we have North America and Atlantic Ocean, whereas in south we have Pacific Ocean and South America. These two water bodies are connected by this Strait of Florida, and North America and South America is above and below this strait, and the Gulf of Mexico and Atlantic Oceans are connected by this strait. Cuba in the south of this strait, whereas Florida of USA is in the north of this strait, and these are the contiguous land masses. Move on to Bering Strait. This strait is one of the important strait which connects Arctic Ocean and East Pacific Ocean, and the contiguous land masses are Asia and America continent. In the map, we can see in the west of Bering Strait we have Russia, which is in Asia continent, whereas in the east of this strait we have United States, which is part of continent America. Now let's move on to Strait of Gibraltar. The two contiguous landmasses are Spain and Morocco, whereas the water body connected by these strait is Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea. We can see in the map we have Strait of Gibraltar. In the north side we have Spain, whereas in the south of this strait we have Morocco. In the east we have Mediterranean Sea, whereas in the west we have Atlantic Ocean. Next strait is Korea Strait. Japan and South Korea are the land masses, whereas water bodies are East China Sea and Sea of Japan. We can see in the map. In the left bottom corner we can see these on the world map and magnified after that. Now next we have Strait of Malacca. The two land masses are Malaysia and Sumatra, whereas the water bodies are the Pacific Ocean to the east and Indian Ocean to the west. Let's see them on the map. We can see in the east we have Pacific Ocean, whereas in the west we have Indian Ocean, and in the east side we can see Malaysia, whereas in the west we have Indonesia, Sumatra. Let's move on to the Bonifacio Strait. The two landmasses are Corsica Islands of France and Sardinia Islands of Italy, and the water bodies connected by this strait is Tyrrhenian Sea and the Mediterranean Sea. So in the north we can see there is Corsica, whereas in the south Sardinia, and in the mid we have Strait of Bonifacio. Now let's move to the next strait, which is Palk Strait between India and Sri Lanka, and the water bodies are Bay of Bengal and Palk Bay for Arabian in the southwest. Let's see on the map we have Bay of Bengal in the east, and in the west and south we have Indian Ocean, and there is Palk Strait between South India and north of Sri Lanka. Let's move on to the next strait, Bosporus Strait, which divides Europe from Asia, and the water bodies are Black Sea and Sea of Marmara. Let's see, this is Bosporus Strait. We can see Istanbul is there and Sea of Marmara in the west, whereas in the northeast side we have Black Sea. At the bottom or south we can see Turkey. Now let's see next strait, which is Bass Strait. Tasmania Islands and Nyanlands, Australia are the two land masses, whereas the water bodies are Great Australian Bight and Tasman Sea. In the map we can see in the north we have Australia, whereas in the south we have Tasmania. Davis Strait between Greenland and Canada. The water bodies connected by this strait is Baffin Bay and the Labrador Sea. Let's see on the map. We can see in the north near Greenland we have Baffin Bay, and below that we have Davis Strait, and this strait connects Baffin Bay with Labrador Sea, and Greenland is connected by Canada in the west. Let's move on to Jamaican Channel. Jamaica and Hispaniola are the two land masses, whereas the water bodies are Caribbean Sea and the North Atlantic. In the map we can see Caribbean Sea and Jamaica Channel in the east. Now next important strait is Hudson Strait. The two contiguous land masses are Baffin Island and Labrador Peninsula, and the water bodies are Hudson Bay and Labrador Sea. Let's see on the map. In the map we can see Hudson Bay in the mid and Canada is below that. Hudson Bay is connected by Hudson Strait with Labrador Sea. These are the two water bodies, whereas the Baffin Island is in the north of this strait and Labrador Peninsula in the south. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Keep revising.